If your goal is to do this, then keep watching. Hey guys, my name is Zach Ferguson, and this channel is all about helping you guys reach your tricking goals. I may not be the best tricker, but hopefully my experience can help you guys become the best. This is a tutorial for a swing hook or step over hook. This is a relatively low level or introductory kicking trick that you can learn that progresses into a ton of other tricks if you let it. You can think of it as the base of all gainer variations and swing kicks if you'd like. It all depends on how you think about it. But you gotta. This is a trick that was actually really hard for me to understand or do to a level that I liked the way it looked at the beginning of my tricking career because I didn't know the difference between a crescent kick and a hook kick like I mentioned in my Master Scoot tutorial. So I'm here to hopefully help you not make that same mistake. There's only one real way I think you can learn this if you want it to look good, so this should be a relatively short and simple tutorial. So let's go ahead and get started with the quick tutorial. I think I have it somewhere. Okay, so what is a swing hook or a step over hook? It is simply a hook kick where you first swing your leg to get in the air slightly and then turn, spot your target, and do a hook kick. You could also think of it as a tucked or chambered knee, like you're about to throw a round kick or a feint, and then you jump and you hook kick. If there is any kind of difference between a step over hook and a swing hook, that's it. It's that your knee is tucked up and you're basically just jumping over to the side to do a step over hook. And in a swing hook, you swing your leg up to get air and then you turn and you hook kick. But really they're the same body motion. It's just, I mean, how high are you jumping and are you really like swinging the leg or tucking the leg? So if you want to think of them as different tricks, then feel free, but they're essentially the same thing. Looks like it's gonna storm again, boys. And girls. I know there's at least 2 of you that are female that watch this. Okay, before we get started on how to learn it, I wanted to go over the prerequisites and explain to you why I think you need both of these and not just one of them. Because really, all you kind of need is a hook kick. But if you have a good understanding of the 2 prerequisites, this is gonna make it a lot easier for you. And those 2 prereqs are simply round kick and hook kick. So I will go over the difference between rounds and hooks and inside crescent and outside crescent later, but just know that outside crescent and inside crescent are very different from round kick and hook kick. So your swing hook is going to be directly related to how good your round kick and your hook kick look, specifically your hook kick. If your hook kick just doesn't look good, or if you're not well acquainted with it and you can't throw a good hook kick, then it's just not gonna look good, man. So again, you don't need a good hook kick to start learning this trick because it's still fun to go through the motions, especially if you're just learning this to get a different trick, like one of the methods in my slant gainer tutorial. But if you want this to be a standalone trick that looks good, then you're gonna need a good hook kick. Whenever I make a round kick tutorial, I will link it now. Cards take a second to go away. And I will link my hook kick tutorial now. Candle smells good. If nothing popped up, then I didn't make them yet. Again, I don't claim to have the best kicks, but if you guys think that my swing hook looks good, then you should have round kicks and hook kicks at least to the level of what mine look like. All right, so let's jump into this. What you're gonna do first is your round kick and hook kick. Make sure that you are pointing your toes, you are chambering before you do either of these, so it's not just a leg swing, and you are pointing at your target. You want to kick at your target or slightly at a 45 past your target, especially for your swing hook. So it's gonna be round kick and then hook kick. Get used to this and do it over and over and over again. This is honestly a pattern that is gonna continue up the chain of tricking for all time. Round kick followed by hook kick is jackknife, swipe knife, swing hook. Knife in tricking just means a round kick followed by a hook kick in any trick. Can't stress enough how important it is to have a good round kick and hook kick first. Once your round kick and hook kick is clean and warmed up, then what you're going to do is kind of be lazy with it. So you're going to take your leg and you're gonna start back in that 45-degree stance with your right leg back, and then you're just going to swing your leg at your target, but don't even jump yet. You're just swinging your leg across, stepping, and then doing a hook kick. You can be crazy lazy with the hook kick too. We're just trying to figure out our form and like spotting for this, because spotting is gonna be very important for you not to fall down. It got way too dark, so now I'm orange. Once you got that, let's work on the swing or step over motion. So you're going to swing your leg and you're going to jump, but really swing it low and kind of keep it chambered so it's close to your body and you don't have too much power right now. And again, you can kind of just be lazy with your hook kick at this point, but if you want to throw a good hook, feel free to. What you're focusing on is getting the swing motion by putting most of your weight, if not all of your weight, on your left leg, if you twist left like me, and bringing your right leg over with a chamber and letting that kind of pull you off the ground a little bit, just so you feel where the power actually comes from. If you focus on jumping on this move, you're just going to fall down over and over again. You're going to wonder why this doesn't work. Your leg swinging from the front to the back is what creates the power for this movement. Focus on spotting this whole time. You want to really know what your target is. So if you guys are my target, I'm going to swing my leg from the front to the back. I'm going to keep my eye on you as long as I can, and then as soon as I can't physically do that anymore, I'm going to turn my head and spot you as fast as possible and then do my hook kick. If that's a struggle for you or this makes you dizzy or something, then just drill it until it doesn't, because you will fall down and you will smash your face on the ground if you do not have good spotting on this. From there, dude, it's just progressing it up. All you're gonna do is have your leg back, swing it a little bit higher, start to straighten your leg out a little bit more, do your hook kick. At this point, start doing the best hook kick you can do. My tip would be to specifically reach out towards your target and almost think of it sort of like a side kick before you pull it behind you. Otherwise, you're going to have a tucked up hook kick. As you get better at this, just extend your leg more and more so your right leg stops being a chamber or a step over hook and turns more into a swing hook. So your leg is now like kind of like a baseball bat swing rather than a whip like a chambered kick. At this point, start using your arms more deliberately and really leaning with the motion and swinging your arms along with your right leg so that you really turn sideways. What you want to focus on is almost think about jumping over a barrel, kind of like you're going to do a butterfly kick. This is the tip for me that helps me the most in getting a good hook kick, because I'm not that flexible, and you know, I should be, and I should have better kicks, but that stuff takes a really long time. A tip that I can give you right now is to try and get as sideways as possible so that you compensate for your flexibility, but you still are trying to do the best hook kicks you can do. If you lean too much, you're definitely gonna fall down and slip, so there's a balance you wanna reach. As you get more comfortable with the motion, make sure you are still spotting on this. Because it is just a kick, you don't want to look at the ground. If you look at the ground, you're probably not gonna hit your target or do a solid hook kick. Keep progressing it higher and higher until you have it where you want it. I would definitely say that this is a trick that you want to record, not that you don't want to record every trick, but essentially on this, it's going to be I stop when it looks as good as I want it to. Something I want to mention is that as we are doing our swing, we still want to turn our knee like we are doing a round kick, because that is going to also turn your hips, which is going to help you get more sideways. That's why I still say that even though this is a swing and you can like swing straight up or something, it's still going to sort of feel like a round kick, and that's why I say you should have a good round kick and hook kick, not just a hook kick. Specifically with people that have really, really solid hook kicks, or people that come from Taekwondo a lot of times that I teach, if I'm trying to teach them a gainer and I use the kick method, sometimes what will happen is their hook kick is the predominant part, and that forces them to twist a ton, and they never get their gainer as good as they want because they don't swing their legs straight. They just keep it tucked because they're so used to throwing like the strongest hook kick ever that I usually have to teach them a different way, even though they're kickers. But it's just scale up, scale up, scale up, scale up until it's where you want it. Common mistakes for your swing hook, I've already kind of said them, but I'm going to consolidate them. Spotting. If you're not spotting, you're probably falling on your face. Make sure you are looking at your target the whole time, just like I showed you. Not round kicking or turning over your hip enough. If you're swinging kind of towards your face a lot, then you're probably not going to accomplish this. If you are swinging your leg up really high and you feel like you are just falling straight back down, then it's because that's literally what's happening. You need to turn your hips over more sideways rather than up and down so that you can actually land it, because you'll come down and land, but you'll have no sideways momentum for that hook kick. And so it's going to be very, very hard for you to actually like stand up after that, because you have all this force pushing down on you, like you're training on your way to Namek or something. This is a very circular, airbendery type motion. You really want to make that bagua circle. Similar to the last tip, not standing up enough at the end. So you can be going circular and throwing a good hook kick and stuff, but if you're kind of lazy at the end and you don't like pull your head up like sideways and try to get it up to the sky again, then there's no way that you're going to right yourself, because humans stand with their head above the rest of their body. And then the most common mistake I see from people trying to do a swing hook is that you got a bad hook kick. You gotta have a clean hook kick to have a good swing hook kick, or gain a hook kick, or a jackknife, or something. But seriously, it's the accentuation point of this trick. It's the part that everyone's going to remember. You're not gonna be judged on your swing hook or your step over hook by the amount that you swing. If your hook kick is garbo, if you swing up really high, you're like, wow, look how high my swing hook is. But then you don't do a good hook, then it just looks like you did a really bad slant or cheat gainer. But that's about it, guys. This is a deceptively simple movement, and a lot of people that have kicking backgrounds kind of diminish the difficulty of this trick. You know, it's starting a race from different points. If, you know, someone like me who never learned a kicking martial art tries to do this, then it's gonna be a lot harder for someone who's done 10 years of Taekwondo before they started tricking. So, you know, they're like, oh, I wanna learn, a swing hook? Okay, cool, I just do a round kick and a hook kick, and then I just jump and do a really good hook kick, and then bam, they have the trick. Whereas someone starting from a lower bracket of kicks is gonna have to train their kicks for months or even years before they have a swing hook that they are satisfied with. So don't beat yourself up if it doesn't look that great yet. Just train your kicks, man. This video was actually requested by Gabriel B. Hopefully this helped you, man. And for everyone else, I hope this helped you get or improve your swing hook or step over hook. If this video did help you, please hit the like button and subscribe down below to help me on my quest to 1,000 subs. Leave a comment down below and let me know if there's anything else you want to see from me or if this helped you. And until next time, please stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you guys later. Like, look at this. Look how dark it got.
Oh, spooky.